Morning, everyone. I as you will know if you saw my post from 2 days ago, I was down in Albuquerque, not last night, but the night before, and so it meant that when I woke up, I didn't have my morning daily Hafiz book. This is a book of Hafiz poems. They're just dated by one for every day of the year, so it's kind of cool. You can wake up in the morning and read one for the day, and I missed mine on Friday, but I read it this morning, and it was like, oh well, it was perfect that I missed it because it was exactly right for today. April 2nd's poem goes. It's called "In the Midnight of Thy Tresses." Who can fully renounce a day? Who can conceive of forgiving a whole life, granting it all a pardon? Unless at midnight you let us enter your tresses, know your scent, become as intimate with your light as anyone ever has. All images are shadows you did cast. They will gladly surrender their identity and reveal their potential the way a piece of paper would if it ever made love to a great flame. And the reason why it was so perfect for me is because I was having a conversation yesterday with a friend about it was basically about like how things have shifted over the last year or so, and we were just reminiscing on some time that we spent last year in Telluride and some of the previous just phases of time that we'd been in contact before COVID, basically, and then kind of through COVID as well. And one of the things that was coming up for me is like, I was sitting in meditation this morning thinking, whenever I get anger towards someone, whenever I have a feeling of like resentment or whatever, any way in which I'm attached to someone through anger, this is something I've been looking at a lot recently. There's something there's got to be a hook in me somewhere, right? It's like, what's the hook? What does it have me? How does it have me that I can't let it go? And and it's always, depending on the situation or the circumstance, it can be a variety of different things. One of the things I mentioned recently in a post was pride. I felt like it was my own pride that I was unwilling to relinquish, and that's what got me. That's how I was able to get myself worked up in a situation. There's also codependency. Codependency is a thing that where we will expect things of a situation that if we were seeing in a clear-eyed way, we wouldn't expect. And I can look back over various creative projects and realize that that's exactly what I was doing. And so ultimately, when that goes away, when that codependency, when that kind of illusion is broken, then we're horribly hurt and angry and upset and whatever it is. But we actually sort of on some level knew all along that we weren't fully in integrity anyway. And the thing that has been the reason why this poem struck me so strongly is because it has this line, all images are shadows you did cast. That's when I was like, oh, right. Every one of these circumstances is something I created. Within my own sphere of awareness, I've created these circumstances. This is something that the David Hawkins book, Letting Go, also really talks about. Like, our emotions are actually creating our reality. We of course perceive it the other way around. We perceive that things happen to us, and then we feel this way or that way about these things that have happened to us. But when you start to look deeper, that's not what's happening. It's very clearly not, because the same kinds of things keep happening until we let go of the feelings in ourselves that require those circumstances in order to be felt. So our feelings, which are, as far as our subconscious is concerned, are truth. This is my truth. I feel this way. That's my truth. That's my identity. That's who I am. I now have to create situations to feel that, or else my identity becomes threatened. And this is also why it's so hard to let go of certain patterns or certain emotional patterns, emotional habits, because we literally think it's who we are, and we literally think that this is who I have to be in order to survive. A lot of times, trauma has helped to cement and imprint these habits, and so all that is to say, the actual truth is the exact opposite of circumstances causing feelings. It's the real truth is our feelings cause our circumstances. So what does it say? All images are shadows you did cast. So I'm literally creating all of this. And that means that if I can't forgive someone, or if I can't have a direct, if I can't bring myself into integrity, into full integrity in a situation, which might mean having an uncomfortable conversation, it might mean just putting up a boundary and never talking to them again. It's not that the thing is necessarily going to be the same for each circumstance, but if I can't bring myself do the thing that brings me into integrity, then I'm just signing up for more of the same. I'm just basically allowing myself to continue in a pattern, because all images are shadows. I did cast, you did cast. It's like you are doing this to yourself, even though it seems like there are other people involved. And to me, that's just coming up strongly because I think there's a conversation or two that I probably need to have, and also there's just, in terms of being able to sit with emotion and let go of it, being really kind of ruthlessly honest about what's really happening is the only way. If I'm not allowing, if I'm still acting like, well, it's still a little bit so-and-so's fault, I'm not really doing the work. Like, I'm not, doesn't mean that we totally pretend like everybody else has no influence on us. It's just that we know that whatever's hooking us, that whatever is causing us the discomfort or the lodged feeling or the problem in our lives is coming from us, not from them. And that's just a kind of big responsibility. If I can get that, then I can, let go of some of these things. So that's where I am today, people. So wonderful to have you in my life. Thank you for watching. I love having this community of people that listen to these videos and that watch them and that are interested. Have a great day. I'll see you very soon.